Good afternoon, friends. Thank you so much for joining me here this Wednesday. The new child tax credit payments could lead to 1.5 million Americans leaving the workforce. Congress may not pass the $1.5 trillion infrastructure bill ever. Friends, welcome back to my channel. This is your daily news report and Ford stimulus check update. I do post several times a day to bring you up to date on breaking news in Congress. Please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and watch until the end of this video to learn how to enter this Friday's Walmart gift card giveaways. The expanded child tax credit has already had an impact since it began delivering monthly checks in July to families with children ages 17 and under, with an immediate reduction in hardship. But a debate is arising over President Biden's plans to extend the child tax credit through the year 2025, with some questioning whether the payments could convince some parents to drop out of the workforce. Among them is University of Chicago economist Bruce Meyer, an expert on poverty and social safety net programs. His new analysis of the program estimates that as many as 1.5 million parents could leave the workforce due to these payments, or about 2.6% of all working parents. But many other economists are pushing back, stating that there is no evidence that the child tax credit payments so far have impacted work participation among parents. Economists' research comes on the heels of a suggestion from Senator Joe Manchin that the expanded tax credit should include a work requirement. Under the American Rescue Plan, the child tax credit was expanded from $2,000 per child to as much as $3,600 per child, with half of the credit arriving in the form of monthly checks from July through December 2021. Parents do not need to work to receive the tax credit and its monthly payments. It is an entitlement based on family income.
And I think the private companies that are stepping up, I want to thank them, but I particularly want to thank labor. Willie Adams of the Longshoremen and Warehouses Union, who is here today, the Teamsters, the rail unions from the Brotherhood of Railroad Signalmen, and the International Association of Machinists, to the American Train Dispatchers Association, to Sheet Metal, Air and Rail, and Transportation Workers Union, known as SMART. I want to be clear. This is across-the-board commitment to going to 24/7. This is a big first step in speeding up the movement of materials and goods through our supply chain. But now we need the rest of the private sector chain to step up as well. This is not called a supply chain for nothing. This means that terminal operators, railways, trucking companies, shippers, and other retailers as well. Strengthening our supply chain will continue to be my team's focus. If federal support is needed, I will direct all appropriate action. And if the private sector doesn't step up, we're going to call them out and ask them to act. Because our goal is not only to get through this immediate bottleneck, but to address the long-standing weaknesses in our transportation supply chain that this pandemic has exposed. I might add, parenthetically, one of the reasons why I think it's very important that we get the infrastructure plan passed, my infrastructure plan. And that supply chain system is almost entirely in the hands of private business. The world has changed.
Questions about the structure of the child tax credit are arising as lawmakers debate Biden's wide-ranging American Families Plan, which would extend the child tax credit through 2025. Because the earlier version of the child tax credit required families to have a tax liability. So in other words, to earn money and owe taxes on it to receive the full credit that provided a form of work incentive. Because the prior child tax credit required that parents earn money to receive the full credit, it mainly helped families earn more than $50,000 a year, rather than families with kids who were living in poverty. Anti-poverty advocates say the old child tax credit structure meant that the tax credit missed the children who needed it the most, and kids whose parents had very, very low income or no income at all. Some economists forecast that some parents may opt out of the workforce if given ongoing payments without any strings attached, especially lower income parents. One economist said that he supports Joe Manchin's idea of a work requirement because the old child tax credit had a strong work incentive that you can think of as a work requirement, because to think of getting the full credit, you had to work a substantial amount. A work requirement is a good idea. So friends, do you support a work requirement for the child tax credit payments? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Now that the red pens have come out, every member of Congress with any say in the matter wants to make sure that their priorities make the final cut and are not trimmed too severely in the process. So in a recent tweet, Democratic Representative Maxine Waters, the influential House Financial Services Committee chairwoman, stated, "Housing is everything." Maxine Waters wants to see affordable housing remain a priority in the pared-down Build Back Better agenda. Some Democrats just want to see something, anything, make it into law. They fear that failure to pass either the Build Back Better bill or a $1.2 trillion infrastructure package that has some Republican support could indicate to the American people that Democrats are incapable of governing when in control of both the White House and both chambers of Congress. It is not lost on Democrats that they use precisely that argument to wrest the House from Republican control in the 2018 congressional midterms. Much frustration has been mounting at both ends of Congress as President Biden, Nancy Pelosi, and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer try to keep a fragile coalition from collapsing. Friends, the key word for this video is present. If you would like to enter this Friday's Walmart gift card giveaways, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, like this video, and comment below the keyword. Thank you so much, friends. Nancy Pelosi has said that she would like to keep most of the programs in the Build Back Better agenda, only for shorter durations. Those include an expanded child tax credit, provisions for lower drug prices, subsidized child care, and a raft of investments in lowering greenhouse gas emissions to combat climate change. Biden made listening to members of Congress a signature of his negotiating style. He has dispatched his top aides routinely to Capitol Hill to explain the particulars of his domestic agenda, and listening to lawmakers has the understandable effect of emboldening them, which may not be what the White House needs at the moment. Thank you so very much for joining me here this afternoon. I greatly appreciate every single one of you who are watching my videos. And to say thanks, I do have giveaways every Friday. And if you would like to enter this Friday's Walmart gift card giveaway, all you have to do is like my video, subscribe to my channel, and comment below the keyword from this video. Thank you so much and have a very blessed Wednesday.